Depression is a really big deal. It's huge. So many people suffer from it. The incidences of depression have doubled since the beginning of COVID. So, in the last couple of years, a lot more people are really struggling with it. And the Christian response to depression has really varied. Some people focus all of their energy on it, and others will say that depression is no big deal. You should just get over it. Well, what does the Bible say? What we're going to be doing is we're going to be following a prophet by the name of Elijah. We're going to be looking especially at 1 Kings chapter 19. But to start with today, we need to back up just a little bit. You see, Elijah had been suffering for literal years. He thought he was the last person who trusted God. The king of Israel, an evil king by the name of Ahab, and his wife Jezebel were actively hunting down anyone who trusted the one true God. And then there was a showdown in 1 Kings 18. And God showed his power, and it looked like everything was being turned around. It looked like God was finally going to win, and Elijah was finally going to win. When the queen said, "No, I'm going to kill you, Elijah. I'm going to destroy you." And Elijah had to run for his life. What we see here is a total change of circumstance. And maybe you can understand why Elijah would suddenly be struggling with depression, because he had gone from the height he thought everything was over and finally done, and he learned that it wasn't. And one of the lessons that we get from this is that there is real danger in finding our joy in our circumstances. See, our circumstances can change really quickly, and it is my guess that you know that from experience. That you can be flying high, you can be in total love with someone, and then they say, "No, we're done." That you can be doing really well at your job, and suddenly you lose all your money. And if your joy is in your circumstances, you lose everything really fast. So I'm going to encourage you not to find your joy in your circumstances, because that can change so fast, but find your joy in who you are. Now, you are not your job, and you are not your relationships. You know who you are? You are God's child. You are the one that Jesus died for. You are the one who has been baptized and made a child of God, and your circumstances cannot change that. And so if you're struggling with depression, I want you to start there. Now, that doesn't mean that you're suddenly going to be happy. It's not going to cure depression, but it's going to give you a foundation that doesn't shift with your emotions and with your circumstances. You are God's child, no matter the circumstances of your life.